Okay, so here we go. Walla Walla Regional taking off runway 20. Waypoints are S70 Othello, M94 Desert Aire, and then landing, and we'll do a touch and go at Desert Aire, and then landing Wenatchee KEAT runway 30.
Excellent.
Okay, and we're doing live conditions.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's fly.
All right, I'm up in the air.
Sweet, I'm taking off. I don't
All
see
right.
ya, so I don't know. All right.
Yeah, I think it's because we're running two different versions.
They still haven't unbaited it yet?
They haven't. It's coming in August.
Oh,
The
I see. All right.
update 10. So
All right, airspeed is live. Engine instruments are in the green. You can definitely feel the higher temperature today.
for sure.
I'm not getting the jump off the blocks like I would expect.
No, it feels weird right out of the gate.
It does.
Yeah. Good visibility though.
Oh
Very
yeah.
good visibility.
Oh, absolutely.
It's great.
No complaints from me.
No.
All right, up and running.
I'm also heading northwest courses 30.
Copy that. I'll get on to 30 here.
All right.
And we're climbing for 4,500, yeah?
You got it.
All right, I'm now at 2,500, continuing climb out.
It's a little bumpy up here.
Yeah, I'm just starting to hit that now.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not too crazy.
Less dense air means there's less to feed into the engines, and that's how it is.
Yeah, it felt like the plane was going really slow down the runway.
It was sluggish. I could feel the same
gnarly.
thing. It was pretty gnarly. Okay, 4,500. Current ground speed 106 knots.
Nice.
All right, so let's see. We got some water up ahead here. And that's going to be the Snake River. It's I mean, the terrain is beautiful. I don't know if I'd call it interesting.
No, it's not interesting, man, but it's just different. You know, it's just something you don't really see very often.
Well, that's true. Certainly not on the west side of the mountains. You don't.
Yeah, and it's just got its own thing going on.
Well, this is, this is growing land. This is crops, and, vineyards.
Right. Yeah, for sure. This is where all the food comes from.
And there is so much land.
So much, dude. It's wide open too.
We're doing close to 2 miles a minute, and it takes a long time.
Yeah. Long time.
Takes a long time to get across this crap. Yeah, this is interesting because this is actually a valley, right? So there's
Right.
mountains all over the place, but there's this really big flat valley, and it stretches. It's 100 miles on a side.
Pretty good size, man.
Yeah. What do you got?
Just looking at that, what looks like a solar farm. It just sticks out like sore thumb. Just trying to figure out if that's.
I don't know. Now that I'm kind of like zooming in on it a little bit, it's almost like it's big patches of dirt.
Right, and I actually just had something render. It looks like they're growing something. Like there's no. Yeah, I don't think that's a solar farm at all.
Yeah. It's just a farm.
I'm almost tempted to fly around it.
Sure, man. Go for it. Off the right there is someone in the Dark Star.
I love seeing that thing out there.
And they crashed.
Of course. See that a lot.
Well, they're trying to do that inverted thing, but they're doing it from like 15,000 feet up. Dude, you'll never make it.
Never.
You gotta be like 35,000 feet to start that maneuver. Gonna go ahead and make that left turn now. So what we're doing here is we're just skirting south of the Saddle Mountains there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody flying a Tomcat out here. Good for you, man.
Good grief.
Good for you. You fly that monstrosity.
It is not a small airplane. They sure make it look small, but when you really look at it, it's a beast. You're right.
It is gigantic. I think they call, there's that back section back there, kind of on the spine of the aircraft between the two engines, and it's just a big old flat section. I think they call that Broadway.
Oh, good grief! That's funny.
Yeah, it's enough to sit down and have a picnic lunch on.
Oh yeah.
Grey Poupon and everything. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down, we're going to touch and go at Desert Aire, and pick right back up and keep on toward, we're going to take a north, going to go north and go for KEAT.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to start my descent.
Roger that.
Okay, throttling back to about 2100, and I'm going to push mixture full rich. Make sure that you rich that mixture.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't want to forget that.
Nope. Don't worry. Yeah, your engine will let you know.
Right.
but let's not let it get to that. All right, floor to door flows. Fuel tanks on both. Fuel shutoff valve is pushed in. Mixture is rich. Flaps are up. Avionics master is on. Lights are as required. Master is on. Keys are in both. Full of fuel. Seat belts fastened. Pre-landing checklist is complete.
I mean, that's, you get to come to places like this when you have a private pilot's license, man. I mean, it's just...
I do, it turns out.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Basically, the only thing that's, stopping me now is if the place that rents planes to me doesn't want me to go there, which is their prerogative. I get that.
Sure. Yeah, there's definitely hoops to always be jumping through hoops, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But if you get the opportunity, yeah, I mean, this is just... And I'm sure these airfields have been here a long time. This is...
Oh, yeah.
Something that's been in use for a while, so there's definitely some history to it.
Absolutely. Barrow has changed a little bit to 9 or 9 or 5, and I would go ahead and dial that in because it changed my altitude by about 200 feet.
Yeah. Well, that 200 feet will come up quick on you. Yeah, this is gorgeous.
This is super cool.
Super cool. Yeah. If I had access to this place, I'd be up here all the time. This is such a great spot.
Yeah, I got to get out more and do this kind of stuff because life's short.
Yes, it is. Yeah, this place is just very photogenic too. It looks like something off of a postcard. You got it's flat on one side, but then you got the nice mountains on the other side and the water. It's just perfect.
For an airfield that's new, that you haven't been to before, you tend not to want to do a straight-in approach. You tend to want to overfly it, look at it, figure out what the pattern is, pick the pattern, and go. In fact, there's a lot of airfields that are smaller that are like straight-in approach is not authorized. So, but I'm just going. I'm going for it. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
All right, 2-mile final. Flaps at 30 degrees. Runway in sight. I'm probably a little high on glide path, but not too bad. Shooting for that magic 65 knots. Don't forget, once we're wheels down, flaps up, full throttle, 55, take off again. No stopping.
Copy that. 2.5 mile final for me.
Runway 28. Identified. Runway is made. Over the obstacles. Idle. Bring it on home.
There's a little island out here in the middle too. This would be an awesome place to camp.
1, 2, 3, flaps up, full power.
Nice.
Speed is 40, 50, 55. We're out of here. Touch and go complete. It felt a little dicey. If you want to go to flaps 10, you can do that. It'll give you a little lift over the obstacles.
Okay, wheels down, flaps up,
Flaps up,
and full throttle.
full power. Looking for 55 knots.
And coming back up. Holy crap, that was not as sketchy as I thought it would be.
How you feel, man?
That was pretty great.
Touch and go.
Definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, touch and goes are great. A lot of fun. Through 2,000, climbing for 4,500, shooting the gap.
Okay. Oh yeah, still good on fuel.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Doing okay?
Oh yeah. Doing great.
I've burned about 12 gallons so far, it looks like.
Yeah, I've used 7.
I'm clearly not learning. I'm clearly not figuring out how to lean this thing. All right,
I think you're flying heavy. That's all, man.
I think you're right. 3,700 and descending. 13 miles. It's going to be a dog leg to the left to get in here.
Yeah, it is.
And don't forget, elevation at Pangborn is 1,249. So
Gotcha.
it's
Thank you.
pretty high up.
You said you're just kind of following the river in?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, basically you should be able, once it takes, we're headed up the river toward these big-ass rocks right in front of us, right? These mountains.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you follow the river off to the left when it makes this bend, you should be able to basically shoot right off and land straight in runway 30, kind of following that river to the left to line you up for 30. It's kind of neat.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's the lighting system. Oh, that is wild.
Pretty much right on the money.
Pretty much. First notch of flaps. Yeah, you're going to be kind of right on target landing here, but you're going to be just scraping this mountain on your left with your wing. It's kind of weird. And there is going to be a quartering tailwind that's going to push you to the right.
Okay.
So that makes it even more fun. You have to point your nose into the mountain and just trust that you won't hit it.
Wonderful.
All right, I'm over the rock. Tanks both. Fuel shutoff is in. Mixture is rich. Flaps are at 30. Master is on. Lights are as required. Keys are in both. Full, plenty of fuel. Seatbelts fastened. Before landing checklist is complete. Runway 30. Identified. Made. Over the obstacles.
Yeah, my alignment just is always really off. I always have to correct. I figure that out.
Wheels down.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to fly again around here at some point. This is definitely worth a second visit. This was really nice.
Really cool place. I like it a lot. Be sure you don't accidentally turn off that dead runway.
Yeah.
Go a little bit further, there's actually a taxi turn off.
I'm just turning off right here.
Right.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a good time. And idle, shutdown, keys off, master off. Oh, wow. Good times for everyone.
Heck yeah, man. That was fantastic.
I had a good time with that. A lot of fun.
Fantastic.